Hi guys, welcome back to our channel Humpty Dumpty 2. I hope you all are doing well. So guys, in today's video I will be talking about Yukon pilot program. So this program is really getting popular and it is launched very recently in July 2020. So if you're looking for something similar, then do watch this video because I'm sure it's going to be helpful to you. And before we start guys, do consider subscribing to our channel because I guarantee this is the channel for you if you're looking for videos on Canada PR, and you will find lot of information here that is going to help you. So now let me take you to my screen directly and we will discuss in detail what are the minimum requirements and important information that you need to know. So guys, first of all, let's talk about Yukon. What is Yukon? How big is the territory and where does it lie on Canada map? So just for your information, Yukon is the smallest and westernmost of Canada's three territories. It is least populated province or territory in Canada. So guys, the population in Yukon is least compared to other provinces, other territories in Canada. So here on Wikipedia, it says that population was 35,000, around 35,000 as of 2016. And as of today in 2020, I think population varies somewhere between 40,000 to 42,000. This is what I read on the internet. And the capital city of Yukon is Whitehorse. So maximum population of Yukon is in Whitehorse. So if you read here, it says that Yukon's only city is the largest settlement in any of the three territories. So guys, this is about Yukon and let me show you how the map looks like. So this is Canada on the map. And if you see here, this is Toronto and here lies Yukon. This is the entire yellow region is Yukon territory. It is very near to Alaska. Hence, it is very cold. Temperature drops to like even minus 30 and minus 40 degrees in winters. So this place is pretty cold. And one good thing about this place is you can see northern lights easily if you're in Yukon during some days. You can compare the distance of Yukon territory from other provinces like Ontario, Quebec. It is quite near British Columbia and then Alberta and all of that. So this is Yukon. All right, so this was a little brief. I just wanted to tell you about Yukon, where it lies on the map so that you are aware of before we go into Yukon Community Pilot Program. All right, so what is Yukon Community Pilot Program? So guys, Yukon Community Pilot Program is one of the new streams of Yukon Nominee Program, that is YNP. This was launched in 2020 and this will run for next 3 years. This is what the government has declared the rule as of now. And after 3 years, the government might take a decision how they want to go about in future on Yukon Community Pilot Program. So for you to be eligible to apply for Yukon Community Pilot is that you should have a valid nomination for permanent residence, that is PR from Yukon. And then you will be eligible for a 2-year open permit, that is location restricted open permit under YCP, that is Yukon Community Pilot Program. So now what is open work permit? Let me give you the clear definition of open work permit. So if you click here and you can go here and it'll give you the clear definition of open work permit. So open work permit is a type of work permit that allows a person to work for an employer in Canada, except for an employer who is listed as ineligible or who on a regular basis offer striptease, erotic dance, etc. All of those. So if you have a valid nomination from such employer, then you are eligible to apply for this YCP program. Now let's see what are the work permit criteria or definition that the government has decided. So for you to apply, you should be able to work for up to 3 different employers in one participating Yukon communities. Now what are these Yukon communities? So they have clearly defined the participating community. So if you see here, these 6 are falling under the participating communities, which are Whitehorse, Watson Lake, Dawson City, Haines Junction, Carmacks, and Carcross. So if you get an employment letter or work permit from any of the employer in any of these 6 communities, then you are eligible to apply. And this open work permit will be eligible for 2 years for you. And also the good thing about this, you don't need a labor market impact assessment for this program. Let's go further into detail. What is the work permit eligibility? So basically, out of these six participating communities, you should have at least two or three maximum eligible offers. So if you have only two offers as well, then you are eligible to apply. And then you should have a signed letter of support from the government of Yukon, and you should meet the general requirements for a work permit. So if you click on this link, you will be able to get the detailed and eligibility requirement for all applicants. So you can go into detail of these. So ideally, this is same for all the employers, but just give it a read when you apply. Now, what are the job offer requirements? So, when you get the eligible job offers, you have to make sure that all the job offers should be in the same participating Yukon community. So, if you have two offers, they should be from the same city. For example, if it is Whitehorse, then both of the job offers should be from Whitehorse only. You cannot take one job offer from Whitehorse or the other one from Watson Lake. That will not be allowed. So you cannot have multiple job offers from multiple participating committees. So, for example, if you bag three offers and two are from Whitehorse and one is from Watson Lake, then that will not be allowed. So all the job offers must be in the same participating Yukon community, and they must add up to at least 30 hours of work a week. So this is a rule basically to make sure that you can club multiple job offers, but the least number of hours that you work a week should be 30. And the jobs must be non-seasonal. So it should not be like, if you have three jobs and one of the job is only for 2 months out of 12 months and the other two are for 8 months or something like that. No, it should be a regular scheduled paid employment throughout the year. So this is clearly defined here in the rules. Next point is the wage must meet or exceed the minimum wage. So whatever is the wage in Yukon and the wage that you will get from your employer should be, at least that or can be more. So for your background, guys, as of April 1, 2020, the minimum wage is Canadian dollars 13.71 per hour. So ideally, whatever offer you're getting should be paying you this much. So take a note of this point. And the final point is your experience must show that you can perform the duties of the jobs offered. So ideally, you should have a related experience for the job offers that you're applying for or you get the job offers. Now, what are the important documents that you need before you apply? So, guys, there are two important things that you should be aware of and you should note. So, first thing that you need is a copy of nomination letter from the government of Yukon confirming that you've been nominated for permanent residence, that is PR. So, ideally, you should have the nomination letter from the government of Yukon for your nomination approved as a PR. And then second is you need a signed letter of support from government of Yukon. So you need a signed letter from the government of Yukon, which should mention following details. So first is the employer who are offering you the jobs need you to work in the community as soon as possible. So the job offer that you will receive from any of the employers should clearly mention that you should be joining as early as possible. It should not be, you will be joining in next 6 months or next 4 months. That will not be allowed. It has to be as soon as possible. Then next is the job offers are supposed to be genuine. Details of the job offer should include. So the job offer letter that you will get from the employer should include these points: that name of employer should be clearly mentioned, the occupation that you will be working under should be clearly mentioned, then the number of hours should be clearly defined, that how many hours per week you will be working, and the job location should be mentioned on that letter as well. So these are the important things that should be mentioned on the document before you apply for this YCP program. So guys, I will leave the link to this website in the description box and you can have a look at it in detail if you're interested to apply. And also if you want to apply for the work permit, so here is the section wherein you can go and continue and apply for your application. So I'll leave the link in the description box for you guys. So guys, this was about Yukon Community Pilot Program, and if you're interested to apply here, then you should be aware that weather is not going to be that pleasant there. It's going to be extreme cold. The population is really not much. It's one of the least populated territories in Canada, and it's in the westernmost part of Canada. And you should check based on your occupation skill set that getting job offers, that is minimum of two job offers, how easy will it be for you based on your NOC code or skill set. So that's about it. If you have any questions, then do leave it in the comment box and I'll love to come back to you.
So guys, this was all about this program. I hope you would have gained some information on this program now. And you can go back and refer the website. I'll put the link in the description box. But still, if you have any questions, then do leave a comment for us. And also you can ping us on Instagram. You can follow us. We are very active there. And yeah, if you enjoyed watching the video, found this helpful, then do give it a like. And also, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, guys, you should subscribe. Click on the subscribe button and the bell icon next to it so that you get all the notifications of our videos. Well then, I'll be signing off for now. Till then, you take care. Goodbye.